Welcome. I want us all to start off by taking a moment to think about the implication of this quote from Maya Angelou. I sustain myself with the love of family. Growing up as a child, I always felt a strong yearning towards family members and the opportunity to be together. Even at a young age, I could tell then that being with family helped to decrease feelings of depression and loneliness while increasing my feelings of joy and fulfillment in life. Becoming a mother was the most amazing and rewarding experiences in my lifetime, as I'm sure you can attest to. Parenting has really strengthened my drive for accommodating family closeness and activities in my life and those of my loved ones. Today I will discuss the too often overlooked importance of diligently facilitating time spent with our families by 1. Learning some of the benefits of quality time and the reasons behind them. 2. How to analyze our current family time bank and to effectively increase it. And 3. What the impact of family time has on our society as a whole. Learning some of the benefits of quality time and the reasons behind them. Lowering stress is something I think we could all use in today's society. I think a lot of us have probably heard about some of the benefits of family time on our children, but there's less attention put on the effects of us as their parents, caregivers, and their role models. Here are some of those effects. Putting family first and foremost when everyone arrives home for the day helps to reset the family's clock from the stressful days at work and school by leaving it all at the door and beginning with a fresh canvas for contentment. Statistically, parents feel less guilt the more time they spend with their children, which parallels with reduced anxiety and anger. Overall, says one study from the University of Chicago, which also stated that time spent with family members was the best stress reducer for parents. A published review from PLOS Medicine stated that across 148 studies with over 300,000 participants, the random effects indicated a 50% increased likelihood of survival for participants with stronger social relationships. This finding remained consistent across age, sex, initial health status, and cause of death. Significant differences were found across the type of social measurement evaluated. The association was strongest for those with the highest social quality and quantity, and lowest for those living with little or low quality social interaction. Increased academic performance in children has been found to consistently correspond directly with parental involvement, says the National Institute of Health. A study published by researchers at North Carolina University, among others, finds that parental involvement has a more powerful influence on students' academic achievement than anything pertaining to the schools or the students that attend. Another study published in the Review of Economics and Statistics informs that the parent's effort has a larger impact on our child's educational success than the effort extended by that of either the teacher or the student themselves. We can thank the U.S. Library of Medicine for giving us a little light at the end of the tunnel, as child's academic success has been found to be relatively stable after early elementary school. Decreasing our children's negative choice making is a continuous battle fought by us parents, and ensuring quality time with loved ones is one surefire way to triumph. Family time fosters emotional health and builds self-esteem, which lessens the chances of children becoming subject to peer pressure or choosing to experiment with risky behaviors. In fact, studies conducted by the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse via Arizona State University shows that adolescents who share sporadic family meals are twice as likely to use tobacco, nearly twice as likely to use alcohol, and 1.5 times likely to use marijuana. Mindful interaction sets the stage for children's behavior and lessens the likelihood of children developing disruptive and negative behaviors. When we feel valued, we are less likely to act out or hurt others. How to analyze our current family time bank and how to effectively increase it. I like to think of this family time bank as a piggy bank, and deliberate familial interaction is a quarter that I get to put in that bank. And the fuller that piggy is, the happier she is. Plan time together. Let's take a mental look at our calendars for August. How many events do you actually have scheduled with family? This is a great exercise to actively assess your potential family time bank and give ample opportunity to get it filled. Being proactive and actually scheduling the time with your loved ones ensures that it actually happens and on a regular basis to ensure that we reap the benefits. Plan more vacations. American workers don't take, on average, 429 million paid vacation days each year. Vacations are a fun opportunity to capture a large bank of family time where we can make lasting memories to look back on when our tank is empty and build stronger relationships through new experiences. Correspond with those near and far. Simply talking about our day, whether good or bad, with those close to us helps to foster a close connection, reduce stress, and feed the bank. This can be done in person, on a phone call, or on the internet. Any way that allows us to reach those we care for and those who care for us. And even when we can't be there for the things we wished we could or promised we would, communicate. Communicating expectations builds trust, respect, and helps prepare us all for the realities of life and its sometimes guaranteed disappointments. Learn together. Learning something new together can offer common ground to find it easier to spend time with someone. Learning will increase our confidence while fostering a relationship with a family member. Learning may also allow us to see a family member in a new light, which can in turn help mend a fractured relationship or strengthen a solid one. Exploring new things together is a fun way to spend quality time while building trust and having something new in our arsenal to share with others. Just the time spent planning or researching an activity is quality time spent, even if that activity doesn't come to fruition. What the impact of family time has on our society as a whole. A happier place to live. With today's growing population and dependence on technology, we need to model emotional pliability to form a culture where we are less preoccupied with material wealth and more focused on each other's well-being in order to make positive changes within our society. Fostering relationships helps us to harbor understanding of our vast and growing differences in order to peacefully exist. Increase productivity on economy. Spending quality time with family models what productivity and success look like to our children. By having them help us with daily chores, we are sculpting the next generation of hardworking and responsible employees while also spending time together. Boosting happiness increases productivity rates by about 10%, found one study. World peace and species continuation. One article states that people who are happier are more likely to positively contribute to society. They are more likely to vote, volunteer, and have a greater respect for law and order. A 20-year study in the British Journal found how happy a person is impacts the happiness of those around them up to 3 levels of separation, meaning that our happiness affects our friends' friends. At the end of the day, we all want to be happy. And I think that happens when we feel that we have found a balance between work, family, and personal time. I am confident that something said here today will help us in this endeavor and will genuinely improve our quality of life. The time we spend together was valuable, and I want to thank you for mutually being a part of making our lives a little more quality. I would like to send each of you with a token. Mother Teresa, admired as one of the greatest humanitarians of our time, once asked, "What can you do to promote world peace?" and answered, "Go home and love your family." Thank you.